back in Newport. Let's go. Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. I'm AT from AT Fishing, and that is the first one of the morning. I'm back here in Newport, and that is on the new Mega Bass Dark Sleeper. It's the 4.5 inch, I think, or 4 inch. And that is the first fish of the morning, probably about 13 inches or so. But hey, the skunk is off. I just launched like maybe, I don't know, maybe 30 minutes ago or so. I launched to an outgoing tide. It topped out at about 5:30. I launched at almost 6. So anyways, that's the first one of the morning. Right here on these back docks. And that is, go ahead and take an official measurement. 13 inches. So, all right. It's not a bad way to start the morning. So I was out here maybe a week and a half ago, and it was basically nothing but dinks that day. I ended up getting like about 8 of them, but 8 or 9 fish that day, and I think the biggest one was 13 inches. So anyways, I didn't even put out a video. But so far, hey, we got off to a little bit of a good start right here, so let's keep her going. That one is on the slow pitch. It's still pretty good. I don't think it's gonna be legal, but it's a pretty nice one anyways. And that is on the slow pitch by Ahi. Was in my went to my local Turners, and they actually look pretty good. I picked up about 3 or 4 of them, and try something different, you know. Them right there, they actually look pretty good. Anyways, about I don't know, probably about 13 inch or so. Let's take a quick measurement. 13 and a half. All right, so we're getting better. It's another nice one. one about 13 inches or so, give or take. Just skin hooked them, basically. Actually, you know what? It's probably pretty close to legal. It's pretty long. Pretty fish. Nice bars on it. Ugh. 13 and a half. Oh, cabrón. So that's 2 at 13 and a half and 1 at 13. If you're keeping score. And that one is on the war blade. It's like a pretty good fish, man. Another one at 12, 13 inches. Calm down, dude. Calm down. It is on the war blade. About 12 inches or so. Little guy. But hey, it's another one. I think that's 5 fish so far. So I believe that's 5 or 6 fish. Anyways, the water is really stained. We had some rain yesterday, and I was actually gonna try and get out yesterday, but just couldn't do it. But so we did have some rain yesterday, and the water is pretty stained. And like I said earlier, I'm working the outgoing tide. So far so good. Let's keep her going. A lot of head shakes. Looks like a pretty good one. That's a pretty nice one. Probably a legal bass. Yeah, that might be a legal bass right there. Alright, we'll see. Mega Bass is putting in some work today. There's another one on the new dark sleeper. It's probably about 13 and a half probably again. I've been stuck on 13 and a half today. So let's see how this one is. Oh, calm down, dude. 13 and a half. It's a 13 and a half kind of day. But hey, that's another one. So one thing I learned about the new dark sleeper is that the first ones I got were half ounce, and they actually fished almost like a 1/4 to 3/8 ounce. I guess it's because of all that plastic. I had to bump these up to 1 ounce. So just keep that for future reference if you ever do pick some up. That's another good one right here, man. Same spot. This one was on the war blade. Yeah, decent one, about another 13 incher. But hey, I'm getting bites, man. So that's all that matters. And they are eating it good too. This one on the war blade, little guy, but hey, that's another one. Probably a legal bass right there. Pretty close. That is another one on the slow pitch. Hold on, dude. Come on, bro. You got hooks all over you, man. Oh my goodness gracious, man. Alright. So that one is probably 14. It's gonna be pretty close. And that's another one on the slow pitch. Oh man, it's just barely touching 14. So it's the first legal bass of the day right there. And that is just barely touching the 14. The top of the tail. All right, and that one has a bum eye. You can see it on this side. Shit. Broke him off. Son of a bitch, man. That was a good one, dude. He got me wrapped in that piling there. I couldn't get him off. Damn it. And that was on the underspin. That was a good one, man. Feels like a good one. Man, the hooks on these things are really sticky. So that is another one on the slow pitch. Slow pitch is coming through today, man. That one looks like that's probably a legal bass right there. That is 14 inches, man. That's another legal bass right there. That's another legal. Cool. That's 2 legal bass today. A lot of bites today, which is great. Which is great. Oh. What the fuck was that shit? All right, guys. So I spooked that halibut. It was huge, and it was probably sunning itself. It was probably sitting in less than a foot of water, and it scared the crap out of me when it took off like that. But anyways, I couldn't shoot the recap out on the water because it just got way too windy. and the sound was horrible. Anyways, overall, it was a pretty good day. I ended up with a lot of bites, well over 20 bites. I landed probably about 16 to 17 fish, 2 legal spotties, and probably about another 6 or 7 in the 13-inch range, 13 and a half inch range, and then a handful that were below 12 inches, which I'll probably cut those out of the footage. But I wasn't sure what to expect because we did get rain yesterday, and the water was really stained. However, I did do 2 trips before that were right after the rains, and it was actually, the bite was actually pretty good. But so it wasn't on fire today, but I did get a lot of bites, so it was actually a pretty good day. So anyways, thank you for coming along again with me again today. Please like, share, and subscribe, and until next time, tight lines.